If you're thinking of copying this video, then don't, or you could be fined or in prison. Or I could send Darren Crocker around to scare all your kids.
Kicking the goal, still inside the centre square. Watch this kick, watch this kick.
Hi, I'm Al Spalding. Welcome to this grand final edition of Footy Record Video. It's been a great final series, especially for the Blues. Let's have a look at some of the highlights.
Up to Hurd. Mitchell White punches clear, but not clear enough. Still Hurd. Mercury 35 out and closing out, kicks the goal. Mercury second. Chris Danaher, well tackled by Kemp, well played. That allows Matera to grab it. Matera from 50, Peter Matera goes bang and puts it through for a great goal. On to Evans. And good mark to Gehrig again. Off he goes. Inside 50, long left footer. That's a great kick, it's a goal to Fraser Gehrig. Terrific footy. But Sheedy making many moves, but gee, had some funny old matchups.
Yes, just as I say now, Young's picking up Gehrig with Harvey off the ground. Wanganeen came off for Young to come on. Now he's gone to a half-forward flank, being picked up by Guy McKenna.
Here's Brennan, tackled by Lloyd. Mercury off the ground. It's his third. Yes, that's his third goal. Over top, Mercury. Doolan waited for it, used his body well. Gives it to O'Donnell. Danger for West Coast here because O'Donnell brings it up in front of goal. The Eagles players race back the bounce. It's a goal! Goal to Gary O'Donnell. Here's David Hart. The dangerous Kemp's got it. Dean Kemp goes back towards Fraser Gehrig. The Bombers harassing. Look at the pace of Gehrig. He splits in the goal. That is brilliant football by Gehrig for a goal. Well, bad hand pass straight to the opposition. Doolan gives it to O'Donnell. His kick up towards half forward. Wanganeen, Olorenshaw, Alessio snaps, and Alessio has goal.
We had to get over the Eagles, and you know, they've been 2 out of the last 3 years premiers, and a very good side, very solid. They're very honest and consistent. So for us to I think we started well, and they got on top towards the end of the first quarter, but we slowly grinded away. Those injuries helped us too. You know, it's pretty hard out at Waverley on a big ground when you drop 2 or 3 players, so that helped. But you know, I thought we played very well.
But we were happy with the way we performed. We give the club a lot of spirit and confidence this weekend. We won the 2 finals in our reserves game and also in this, and I would think that will keep all the players up, and you know, it's going to, I'd say, probably our rate of improvement is going to be enormous here.
Bauer and King, not a good kick tape. They could suffer here. King's give to Rock. Rock straightens the body now. Carey the target. Wigney with him. The King's got his 4th. Look at him go for it. He's got it. The Kangas are back in front. He's too far out. Sweeps it wide. Bauer over the top. Here's the chance. Rogers should goal. He's got it! Bullis out of the centre, North are 9 points in front. Quick kick by Bauer, Miranda couldn't quite to full forward Martin. Miranda gets another go, beautiful handball, well played, Gale's got the goal! Just what this match needed. 3 goals to Gale.
The Richmond best and fairest winner. He's kicked towards half forward, Gale with one hand. Comes back to Daffy, Daffy's kick, quickly towards full forward, Miranda go in, no, it's left to Bullis, pump it home, Paul Bullis.
McKernan, that's good play, to centre half forward, Carey's given beauty, Scott can kick a goal, he's at 30, he will kick a goal, surely, they're back in front, the Kangas.
It's a great game.
26 possessions, Laidley squeezes it out, Tate should have taken it. Was he interfered with? Armstrong pushes forward. Good gift to Scholl. On the run. Carey's onto it. Bouncing ball. Got a bad bounce. Now Longmire. Good one to Allison. Allison kicks it and goes. A very good one.
He's just back in the goal square. Aaron Lord, 20 possessions and a half of football. Brownless caught behind. It might come to him. Brewer in front, snaps, and he's got another one.
He may pay the ultimate price again. Here goes Couch, tumbling a punt down towards full forward. They're not out of it yet. Tudor through. Billy Brownless gives another one away to Brewer. Well outside 50. Called to play on. He does now. Long kick. Grigic is in the pack. Osborne waiting down. Grigic had it for a moment, lost it. Kellett got caught. Here's an opportunity for Hargraves. Round the body. I think he's kicked a much-needed goal, has he, for the Dogs? Yes, he has. Riding Liberatore straight into the ground. Here's the elusive Shane Brewer. In towards Peter Riccardi. A quick flick to Buddha. Another one up to Tudor. Billy's in the square if you want him. No, go over the top.
It goes to Tanner. The hand pass wide. Hickmott, who debuted in a final 3 years ago. Back to Tanner, who kept running. Centering kick. Past Tudor it goes just as well. Into the lap of Lord. Brewer. Still Brewer. And down. Grant got back there. Did he touch it? A goal by Brewer.
Minch unable to take it away. Still pushing towards Tanner. He's right now. Gives the hand pass away to Sanderson, who bangs through a beauty.
Kerner, it's actually Spalding. Koutafidis was terrific. Camporelli has kicked a lot of points this year, but he's kicked a lot of goals as well. Great goal. Bounce, centre half forward. White comes over the top, bangs it out wide. Hart taps it in the path of McAdam. Oh, he's got skill. He really has got some skill, this lad. And kicks a brilliant goal, I think. Crowd behind's happy. Oh, so are the Bears.
Goes for distance now. Towards Kernahan. Back goes Clark. Loose ball behind. Spalding. Deep in the pocket. Looks up. Measures the kick. And kicks a classic.
Bond couldn't grab hold of it. White, clever to Lambert. Oh, he sets up. Oh, they can finish off here. Player by himself. Merritt. Merritt whirls around from 40 metres out. Kicks and kicks the goal. The Bears are back in front.
Here's Brown. Down towards right half forward. 80 metres from goal. 58 apiece. Dying moments of this third term. Kernahan knocks it down wide, head a chance. 35 metres out, heads behind. Carlton in front. Baptism of fire for the youngster. Was on earlier.
McLean seems to be limping too, Dennis, behind play.
Madden superbly. Spalding shrugs a tackle to the kick-off line. Gowers, timely fist. McLean slipped away. Left behind by Champion. Socket away. Koutafidis. Open goal. That could be it.
Gowers with a quick kick to Fletcher. Sets up White. White to Akamanis. Walsh is round the big fella in Madden. Rice sits underneath it. Straight through his hands. Falls to McAdam. Closing from 20. From 25 metres out. Kicks the goal. Much needed by the Bears.
Bartlett. Very good last term from him. Champion. Inside the 50. Merritt! Oh! That's not a bad way to call it a career.
Disappointing perhaps result. Roger Merritt kicks and has kicked the goal. He's got his second. And the Bears 12th. And there is the siren. And a 13-point margin. I think, ironically, was the amount at Princes Park only a few weeks ago.
Hi, I'm John Barnes from Geelong Footy Club, and you're watching Football Record Video.
Straight down the middle. Barnes. Always his.
There's some great young talent come through this year in AFL ranks. The winner of the Norwich Rising Star, Nick Holland, was exceptional. Let's have a look at some of his highlights.
Dunstall back with the flight. Gasper's there also, and Nick Holland comes from the side and takes a ripper.
It's my pleasure to announce that the 1995 Norwich Rising Star Award winner is Nick Holland of the Hawthorn Football Club.
At the start of the season, I thought, oh, well, I've got to go well this season because last year was virtually a write-off for me. I was very disappointed with it, and the club's been great. It helped me out. It gave me a sprint coach, Boden Babicek, who worked closely with me and really helped me, and so they were really great. Everyone's been fantastic down there.
I'm sure there's a number of people you'd like to thank.
Oh, there's many. Obviously, Norwich, thank you very much for that award. It's a great award. It'll be very handy in buying a new car. I just had a bingo the other day, so it'll be very helpful. Also, at Hawthorn, Peter Knights is here tonight. He's shown a lot of confidence in me this year, which helped me immensely. Last year I was down on confidence, and I think he showed confidence in me last year to carry on into this year, and he's been fantastic, so thank you to him. To all the other blokes, yeah, good on you. Scott Camporelli, I thought he was a chance. Bad luck, mate, but you'd probably wouldn't want to trade it for a finals berth, which looks like you're going to have, so good luck to the boys who are in the finals.
The whole direction. Nick Holland does very well and uses his body.
The judges were probably obviously looking at the games, but they said it was a tough decision, and it must have been very close, but I think I've been helped out a lot this year, and that's improved my game, so hopefully they like the high marking or something like that.
Centre half, well, they weren't looking at the Tigers, he gave it up. Hip and shoulder was okay, it goes forward. Nash is a great finisher, he surely will kick the goal. He has! They're back! He grunted along the ground, not a bad kick in the conditions. Scott couldn't quite take it, Madden and Scott flash. David and Goliath out of play. Look at Harry pumped up.
Unfortunately, the boys sitting on the bench haven't had an opportunity to stake a claim for the grand final side.
Broderick's kick goes down towards centre wing. Brown and Turner clash. Good bump by Turner.
That'll be hard. Here's Denham. Now Heady. To centre wing. Oh, the big thump away of players, and Waterman's down.
Clash of heads it was, Pete.
Oh, boy. Football is a hard game, Roscoe, these days.
Yeah, it's a clash of heads on him, Pete, too.
Yes. And Chris Waterman came off second best. We're watching here.
I think Ola Renshaw's got a sore scone as well.
Yeah.
Tate, not clear by Whitney. The race on now, in the back by Longmire, disallowed. Great contest between two players there, which were Rock and Broderick.
Just long enough. Flirting with trouble these days with a 50-minute penalty. Across the middle, Brown met Sullivan. Now that's not penalised.
On the ground now, Martin, Whitehead, Williams, clever actually, to get his boot to it, force it forward to the pocket, out of play.
Williams hasn't moved.
He's in trouble. Have a look at him.
Collected.
Will O'Donnell come back? It will be a big call by Sheedy. Fletcher's left-hand handle not good. Bond courageously. The hip and shoulder was fair.
They're in trouble, both of them.
Denham, they are in trouble. As a bounce of the ball, look at this, Bond and Fletcher just behind these two at sixes and sevens.
Fletcher might have come off second best here.
It was very fair. Now Bond's picked himself up, Fletcher's still in a bit of strife.
Just Turner with a hip and shoulder, didn't see him coming.
Gary O'Donnell, and he was crunched unceremoniously by Scotty Turner, but he's got a big heart. Have a look again. Gee whiz, it was a solid bump, wasn't it? As O'Donnell spun to follow the ball, Turner wiped him out.
Punch away was good by Dean. It goes to Hannah. Scott got in there for the tackle. Hannah recovers. Dean crunched down by Swass, and he's not getting up in a hurry, Peter Dean. That's great finals football by Wayne Swass.
Pretty solid blow there from Wayne Swass, and this one really could unbalance Carlton a little bit. Nothing untowards about that one. Message was pretty clear.
Now the season's over, it's time to find out how your team fared. Here's former Footscray coach Terry Wheeler to take us through it.
This is the AFL videotape library. Amongst all these tapes are the highlights of the 1995 football season. Let's have a look at some of the highs and lows of your particular team.
Good kick. Oh, what a mark! Mark of the year. Mark of the year in the last round. Struggle for possession around the middle of the ground. Gale, now Matthew Knights. Every time Richmond look as though they need something as a lifter, it's Knights. Can he kick his third goal? He gets inside, well inside 50. This will bring the house down if you don't mind, umpire. It's a goal to Matthew Knights.
A slow approach. This for number 100. He's kicked it, and here they come. Here they come.
Hawkins once more falling to the ground at Johnson. Johnson dribbling across to Malloy. Malloy to the run. Open goal. McCarthy, it's all over.
We're now going to have a look at your team, how it performed in 95 and perhaps its prospects for the future. We're going to do this wrap in 4 parts, and in the first segment we're going to look at 16th place through to 13th. So let's have a look at the Wooden Spooners Fitzroy. Fitzroy began the season with a new coach, captain and the Footscray veteran Doug Hawkins. But in a torrid initiation for Bernie Quinlan, Fitzroy were held scoreless until into the third quarter by Essendon in round 1. A breakthrough win against St Kilda in round 6 was followed by a fighting 33-point victory at Football Park against Adelaide. However, the turning point of the season came against Richmond at the MCG, when young defender Jeff Bruce was penalised for deliberately running the ball out of bounds, and a subsequent 50-metre penalty gave the Tigers the match by 6 points. From there, nothing went right for Fitzroy. 7 straight losses, including a 16-goal haul by Sydney full forward Tony Lockett, cost Bernie Quinlan his job before the season's end. Caretaker coach Alan McConnell began planning for 1996, and Fitzroy have signed their young players but require a massive injection of talent to lift them up the ladder next season. After just making it into the finals last year, Hawthorn started the season with 3 wins and 3 losses. A courageous against-the-odds win at Cardinia Park in round 7 placed the Hawks inside the 8. But a high price was paid for victory against Sydney, with injuries to Dunstall, McGuinness, Stevenson and the prized young talent of Nick Holland. From here, the reliance upon the brilliant Darren Jarman and the older school of Platten and Langford. But eventually Hawthorn's spirit was broken when they squandered a 7-goal 3-quarter time lead against Brisbane. 7 straight losses from then had Hawthorn out of the finals for the first time in 14 years, and Peter Knights sacked as coach after 2 years at the helm. The summer saw Tony Lockett move to Sydney, and with him a sizeable proportion of St Kilda's attack. But an encouraging performance in the Ansett Cup, particularly from the new young talent of Smith, Jones and Brown, gave the Saints supporters something to cheer. Lowy's 5 goals at full forward in round 1, however, was not enough to beat the reigning premiers West Coast in Perth. From here, suspensions to Lowe, Burke and injuries to Frawley and Harvey plunged St Kilda down to 1 win from the first 8 games. Coach Stan Elves was possibly 1 loss away from the sack, but the season highlight, a crushing 56-point win over the undefeated Carlton at Waverley Park, buoyed the entire club. This form, however, deserted the side, even though Nicky Winmar continued to be an inspirational player on the ball. It was not until the final run home that St Kilda began to display the talent that Stan Elves knew was there. 6 wins from the last 9 games, including victories over the ultimate finalists, Geelong, Richmond and Footscray, has laid the foundation for St Kilda to go on in 1996 and improve upon the 8 wins and 14th place of 1995. The pre-season brought the names of Chisholm, Abraham, McManus, Durkay and Leach, but also the question of Who are these players? But after a narrow 5-point loss to Richmond in round 1 at the MCG, these players had stepped into the football limelight. The blended experience of Ben Allen, Stephen O'Reilly, Scott Watters and Peter Mann gave coach Gerard Neesham much to work with. 3 wins from 6 games was a dream start for the new club. So well did they play, in fact, that opposition coaches were querying Neesham's tactics mid-season, a sure sign that the boys from Fremantle were making waves. Jason Norrish, Dale Kickett and Tony Delaney, all Western Australians who had returned home, will be on guard against a fall in the second year. A further improvement upon 8 wins for the year is a real possibility for this new and exciting club.
Gets the handball to Wanganeen. Wanganeen across his left shoulder. It's high back towards the centre of the ground. Now the opportunity for Essendon to force it forward through Mercury. And the mark taken by Salmon. Salmon goes for goal. It is a goal to Essendon, their second. On the chest of Rogers, but not paid. Bond. Matthew Knights. Go Matthew Knights, say the Tigers fans. Can he kick a goal? Matthew Knights! It's there! The Tigers have got there first. He's kicking towards the centre, and the mark is taken by Mercury. Mercury is behind the centre. His kick will go forward. And no, not taken there by Alessio. Daffy just a little slow there. Now Denham finds a path and weaves his way through. Denham from 50, kicks long, it's covered and gone through for Essendon's third goal.
Knights from the centre with one bounce, takes O'Connor on. Could he squeeze another one? Let's go, he's close, he's got it! Sensational! That's his opponent, Denham. Well played, Kellaway. He's got runners. Miranda's been busy. He's given Bomber Thompson a handful. Inside to Gale. Good kick. It was a tough one. But big forwards take them in finals sometimes. Gale. Thompson squeezes it out. Not far. Kellaway measures it. Good kick. Richmond are enjoying a very good passage of play.
Slow start.
Siren goes. This to close it right up from 45 metres. Goes. It's close. He's got it.
Struggle for possession around the middle of the ground. Gale, now Matthew Knights. Every time Richmond look as though they need something as a lifter, it's Knights. Can he kick his third goal? He gets inside, well inside 50. This will bring the house down if you don't mind, umpire. It's a goal to Matthew Knights. Turner's kick goes outside 50 metres. Campbell overruns it. O'Donnell caught. Gets the hand pass away. Denham swoops on it. Denham goes for goal. It's a goal. Bombers another nail in the Richmond coffin.
Quick hands by Burke. Daffy ridden into the ground. Denham's handball was fantastic. Mercury let sail. Close. Very close. He's got another one.
Goes for the phone. Ruck contest in the pocket. Taken out of the air by Charles, is it? No, it's Turner.
They've been on to Campbell quickly today. That handball okay to Daffy. Daffy at half-back. Kicks the ball to centre wing. Burke. Set a quiet one. Broderick. Normally good. Miss Maxfield. It was important. Now they cut it off. Turner gets it back. Maxfield out of sorts again. Alessio well played. Still well played. Prescott puts the tackle on him. Knights. Handball didn't get very far. O'Donnell's down behind play. Here's Campbell through the centre. Little one to centre half. Well, they weren't looking, the Tigers. He gave it up. Hip and shoulder was okay. It goes forward. Nash is a great finisher. He surely will kick the goal. He has. They're back.
But gee, that was a heavy knock. Greenvold misses it altogether. Kicked off the ground by Nash. He's been an important player. Turner back to Daffy. They get one here. Have a listen to this. Have a listen to this. He's been asked to play on. He kicks it inside 50. Marking contest. Nash, snapshot by Nash. He's coming around. It's a goal.
We're in front, Robbo.
Nash has kicked 2. He's nearly 60 metres from goal, but he'll land it nearly in the square. Turner! Oh, he kicked it anyway. He got his left foot
kick against Essendon, and they're done at the Tigers.
Oh, mate, I've had it, mate. It was one of them butt-gusting games, and we were behind a little bit early, and we showed our grit and determination and got back in there. It's what the side's all about.
5 goals down at half-time. What did Northern say to you at half-time?
We knew they had a big game last week against West Coast. The Childs just keep persisting and keep running, play on at all costs, and we eventually ran them off the legs.
It's just tremendous for the players because I thought they fought so hard after half-time. I thought what we did at half-time, they just stayed on line on the ball, and you know, we thought that Essendon were tiring and they tired, and then our players really pumped up a lot harder after that too. But you know, it's just one of those days. I know it's only the first semi and all that sort of thing, prelim next week, but oh look, it was just a magnificent fight back by all the players. Took Nash off, he came back and did very well. Daffy was on and off. Just all the players gave their bit every time that they got back out on the ground after half-time.
Not his best year, as we said. Archer, clean possession, goal! Carey controls it well, getting early touches. This is Anderson alongside the centre circle. King, 45 metres out, lines up on goal. Nobody at home, it's a goal. Martin goes up this time. Gehrig beat him. Lyle slickly across to Heady. Great courage by the North players, one of whom's got it now, Schwass. Oh, nicely done. His 5th possession coming up. Well shepherded by Martin, goes across the ground. Scott got the bounce to Anderson. His kicking hasn't been good this afternoon. Normally a very good kick, and that was better. Carey spots a man. Longmire slipping from his mark out. He plays on. 25 metres out. North have got another one.
Good run from behind by Armstrong. Up very early was Stuart Anderson. The kick by Turley is pretty close. In the goal square, Gehrig. They move forward. Smith. 40 metres from goal. Allison. Freeborn gets the hand pass wide. Armstrong off the left. A goal! Start of this quarter. Here's Allison for North. Good gather. Bumped by his own man into the play. Allison for goal. Kicks out! What a tackle on Turley. It goes North's way through Blakey. Off the ground, McKernan floats the hand pass. It'll come back in his direction. There's Blakey. Paddles it out wide. Robert Scott back towards the goal square. Good kick from there. Was it touched? A goal by Scott. White to himself. And then to the centre of the ground. Mainwaring in front. The ball easily punched from behind. McKernan through King it goes. Freeborn for goal. There's another one. Didn't get first touch. Hits the ground. Dwyer just on the ground. Paddles for Longmire. Out in the pocket. Concedes some ground. King coughs it up to Ball. Mainwaring. Good gather by Blakey. He lines up the goals. Gets around Kemp. Approaches 50. John Blakey cap it off.
I think it's a goal.
I think it's a goal. It is.
We didn't have to rely on Johnny and Wayne. Two the other boys chipped in as well. It was good there. I heard that Dennis Pagan saying at 3/4 time to stop finessing and to kick long and just to really drive it down pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we've won most of our games, by being efficient, kicking it long into the forward line, not mucking around with it. And we did that in the last quarter and we've come up trumps.
G'day, I'm Steve Cannan and I hope you're enjoying watching Footy Record Video.
Dorotic. Long kick towards half forward. Oh, Kernahan's pulled down a screamer.
At 34, Gary Ablett's the oldest man to kick 100 goals in the season, and in doing so win the Coleman medal. Let's have a look at some of the Ablett magic.
So the second quarter gets underway at Cardinia Park. Clean possession to Steins, who was interchanged at the 20-minute mark first quarter, but Couch has got the ball. On the bounce to Ablett. He's got a block. He beats White. Brilliant play, Ablett. Oh, look at that! A palm off and a goal! Welcome to Footy 95.
Brewer with pace, brilliant pace to Ablett. He races in, he can sprint in and back it through. That's his 5th of the game, Gary Ablett.
Riccardi and Hassel, the two 15s. He punches onto Ablett. Ablett, 30 metres out, on the turn, kicks another one.
Barnes to Lord, who's got a touch of class. Down the direction of Ablett. Which way? Oh, he's got it, the champ. Bang! Great goal. Brownless. Ablett. Can't mark, but he might grab it. Oh, he's got it. Kicks a goal. Oh, he's kicked a miraculous goal for goal number 7, the champ.
Pickering going past. A snap by Pickering in the goal square. Oh, it clears Brownless and Ablett. Here's Gazza, the great man. Left foot snap. Oh, Jimmy! What a goal by Gazza!
Brewer does well. Ablett, can he get his 4th? Gary Ablett! Magnificent!
Brewer out of the middle on the bounce to Ablett. Oh, he beats his man Dunkley magnificently. Gary Ablett goes to goal and should kick it. Oh, don't tell me. I think he might have kicked it anyway.
Kick not bad to Gale, had to take it. Went with one hand, didn't. Simons goes to ground. Gale falls over. Maxfield's tackle was okay.
Got 3.5 minutes till half-time. Hines plays on to Simmons, confronted by Schwass. Up brilliantly done. Schwass bumped it away.
Here's Pryor, he's caught, gets in a hand pass. Chris Danaher, oh, well tackled by Kemp, well played.
Scholl gets it and kicks it hurriedly towards full forward. Turner goes down, Longmire may get his 5th. He can't shrug the tackle, you've got to be penalised. And well done, Jamie Tate.
Gary O'Donnell's got it at half-back. Oh, that's a good kick. Mark McCurry. Gee, their field kicking Essendon pretty good. Here's a hand pass to O'Connor. He's caught. It was a silly hand pass because he was surrounded by Eagles. Why not get it and kick it 60 metres all the way?
Yeah, agree with you, Pete.
Nicely done. 2 young Tyros battling there. The short one is on to Brown. He's at right half foot. Wants to go. Got problems. Heads for the boundary.
Hard we get quick kick to half forward. Oh, the 2 Essendon players can collide. Here's the dangerous Long. He goes for a sweeping hand pass. Ricky on the Renshaw. Too slow. Great tackle, Matera.
Shaw overruns. Some tough contest going on. Whitehead, little left footer. Pearce. Smith got a fist to it. Laidley at the back. Run down by Williams. Magnificent tackle by Williams.
Pryor gets through some heavy traffic and then kicks towards the full forward area. Taken by Alessio. Makes a contest again. Kelthorpe crashes his way through. He's tackled. Well done by Jamie Tate. Stand up, son, and he did. Geister's kick goes wide. The ball goes straight past Bond and Allison. Back goes Matty Knights. He's caught. He should be penalised, and he will be. Tried to beat the tackler, and Allison tied him up.
G'day, I'm Peter Dean from Carlton Football Club. Keep tuning into Football Record Video. Offers a lot of exciting news and information first-hand from players.
Allowing play to go on. Dean. Oh!
So let's now have a look at 12th through to 9th place on the ladder. And Sydney were the side to finish 12th. And much was expected of the Swans after earning respect in 1994. 95 was the season to deliver, particularly with Lockett and Roos in the lineup. Near misses early in the season, while Lockett was ill, did not deter the Swans. But upon the big man's return, victory tasted sweet against Adelaide. First-year player Michael O'Loughlin kicked 4 goals in a stirring win over Carlton. And inspirational captain Paul Kelly led from the front in the 19-point win over Essendon. Lockett's 16-goal haul against Fitzroy was not enough to get Sydney into the finals, but it did allow them to give their northern neighbours, the Brisbane Bears, a finals berth if they could beat Collingwood in the final round. A come-from-behind win had the SCG rocking at the foundations. 8 wins for the year matched the target set by coach Ron Barassi, and then Paul Kelly capped off a great year by winning the Charles Brownlow Medal. The pre-season had Adelaide widely tipped as a finalist for 1995, particularly under the new coach Robert Shaw and new captain Tony McGuinness. After being runner-up to North Melbourne in the Ansett Cup pre-season competition, they again lost to the Kangaroos at the MCG under lights by only 3 points. However, disaster struck in round 3 with a serious knee injury finishing Sean Wren's season. And further injuries to McDermott and McGuinness, the poor form of Tony Modra and a 5-goal loss to Fitzroy at Football Park made for a disappointing first half of the season. But unfortunately, the second half did not produce much more. 2 wins in Melbourne were encouraging, but the rest was dismal. 9 wins and 11th place shows that even the experts can get it terribly wrong at times. Collingwood were probably given the toughest draw of the 1996 season. They failed to win a game in the first 6 rounds, but featured in some classic encounters. None more impressive than the Anzac Day draw against Essendon in front of 95,000 people, with Saverio Rocca kicking 9 of the Magpies' 17 goals. Injuries began to take their toll on the team. McGuan, Francis, Russell, Pert and new recruit Brereton all missing at crucial times. A frustrating second draw for the season, this time in round 12 against Footscray, had the season come down to the round 22 clash against Sydney at the SCG. At half-time, a finals berth seemed to be in Collingwood's grasp. But, ironically, Tony Lockett, who could have been a Collingwood player at the beginning of the year, inspired a Sydney comeback which snatched away that last opportunity. Lee Matthews resigned after 10 years at the coaching helm, and club games record holder Tony Shaw will guide the club from 1996, looking for a better than 8 wins, 2 draws and a 10th spot on the ladder. Misfortune struck early for the D's with the unfortunate pre-season injury to centre-half forward David Schwartz. David Neitz became the best bet for centre-half forward and Paul Primke stepped up to take centre-half back. Melbourne played well early but just couldn't win, losing their first 6 games for the season. The breakthrough win came in round 7 against the Bears at the MCG when inspirational captain Gary Lyon led Melbourne to a much-needed 7-point win. Wins followed, as did the arguably premature return of David Schwartz and the tragic re-injuring of his knee. 4 wins in a row to start the second half of the season and the finals looked a possibility. First-year player Adam Uze was introduced into the team while Lyon provided the focal point up forward. But Melbourne stumbled again against their early season opponents and the Brisbane Bears ended the push in round 22, even though Sean Smith was able to take the mark of the year. The return of Schwartz and Sean Charles to the forward line will provide the impetus for the 1996 season for the Melbourne Football Club.
There's a new day dawning. You feel it in the air. The world is growing closer. You see it everywhere.
Cathay Pacific, helping the new world of international travelers arrive in better shape.
There's a new world. There's a new world happening on Cathay.
Deer, left half back, plays on immediately. This is Gale, off his step, floats it down towards the wing, mentioned from the side. Gale, that's a good sign. Brendan Gale the mark, squares the ball. Wigney up from half back, through the middle, surrounded by teammates. Looping hand pass over the top. This is Bauer. He can run to the 50. Needs a good finish. He settles from 45. Kick is on the way. It's offline. Still in play. Oh, Rogers. Or was it Dafford?
Here's Barnes again to do battle with Deer. Hawking. Colbert. Lee Colbert. Goals! Welcome back to the master. He goes short. Some very loose checking here by Richmond. Lord. Goals. Who marched just inside the boundary line. Another chip. And he's advanced at 15 metres to Charles. Tries to get clear. He does get clear. He's almost 53 metres out. It's long and low in towards full forward. Who's waiting down in front? A chance for the duck. Daffy! Yes!
Technically, perhaps a kick. Charles lost it. Brewer again off the ground. Barnes, Ablett in front. Riccardi gets the goal. His first kick.
Danger signs up here for Richmond. Bauer couldn't mark. Ablett gets the hand pass to Brewer. Shane Brewer. There's another one. Off he goes to Couch, the left footer, like lightning towards Ablett. Here's another one. Here's another one to Minch. Definitely given away by Riccardi.
Brilliant. Half a dozen to choose from. Scholl plays on. Forward of the centre circle. Kicks for space. Ablett comes on a lead. Great courage by Tate, but it falls to Brewer. No justice there, and Brewer kicks a goal.
Gets it out. Now they've got a chance. In towards the half-forward line. It scoots across 50. Rogers has it right on 50. He kicks in towards full forward. Can someone take a mark? Miranda's there, and Knight scores.
Should have grabbed it the first time, but still he goes Brown. Now he's got a problem. Wigney got him down. Maxfield, so a rebound opportunity for the Cats, or rather the Tigers.
And here comes Maxfield up towards the half-forward line. Miranda comes steaming out. Couldn't take it on the half volley. Neither could Rogers pick it up, but Campbell does. In towards Turner. No mark. Play on. Over the top he comes. He pounces clear. Naish a chance. He wobbles it through. At last for another one.
In all sorts of trouble. Pickering again inside the 50 from behind. Bauer knocks it down. Dragged out of there was Lord. Hinkley, deft touch into the path of Brewer. He's looking very dangerous. He likes a socket as Brewer. Ran into it. Off the ground. It's a goal. Hinkley's got it.
Pumps it high up towards the half-forward line. Brewer came over the top. Lord is waiting down. Give it across to Billy. He does. Brownless from 35. Away goes Billy. Under pressure, it doesn't matter. He finds his mark in Brown. You won't get another go, Benny Gale. The Cats are into the grand final. Go Barnsley!
It's a real one that we obviously had to win, and of course the boys, you got to take your hat off to them today. They performed with distinction, and they really took Richmond apart.
Were you a bit worried with the weather before the game? Do you think that that could have affected your game?
No, not really, because I thought if it was going to be a slog, we'd be in a better position because we had the week off last week. So really they played in quite hot conditions, and of course they came from 5 goals behind, and I really felt that would favour us.
Through Laidley it goes. Grabbed by Armstrong, playing his first final series. McKernan to Scott. Intercept by Madden. Big Harry. Well done. Long kick to Kernahan. They double team him. Pearce at the front. This has worked all year. The hand pass to Williams. The kick bouncing. Tappe lets it go for a goal.
Allison held up by Hogg. Ratton's handball was fantastic to Williams. Williams on the left. Kernahan having a big night. Left-hand handball, a beauty. Koutoufides. Can he balance up and kick it? It's low. It's close. He's got it. Wonderful. Needs a good bounce. Got it. Then controls it to McKernan at 50. Gets him. It's a very long kick, McKernan. Could almost make it from there. Leans back. In the pocket, Archer, well done against Madden. Just a little hip and shoulder and forced him out. Longmire calling for left foot by Archer. He's got it. Rice centering kick, pierced the target. Worked under it by Smith. Sporting again on the left foot. Looks all right off the boot. It's a beauty.
And North Melbourne in attack. Madden beats Carey and Ruck. Rock a little kick for North out in front of goals. It spills to Archer. A snap is good. Straight up the centre. Looking for Carey once again. Two Carlton players crashed into each other. Off the ground by Blakey. Off the ground by Rock for North. Inside 50. Longmire paddles the ball out. Blakey. Out to Carey. This time, nobody in the goal square. It bounces. Goalwards.
Carey wanted it wider. Oh, smother. Over over the top, surely a goal. Archer goes round, kicks it, they're back in business. Sidestep, okay. High ball, Kernahan the target. Smith from the side. Bradley tried off the ground, Ratton in there. Little one off the ground by Schwass, well played Sporting. Brilliantly to Kernahan. Pearce, goal to Pearce. Dennis Pagan looks on. He's done a mighty job with North. 3 seasons there. Hogg back to Pearce. Could almost kick this, Pearce. Left foot, gee, that's good. It's a goal. That's it.
Comes out to Clappe. Short pass, Kernahan. Back to Rice. Up to Hannah. 46 metres from goal. Pearce is there. Outnumbered 2-1. At the back, Manton. Goal!
...22 wins, 2 losses. I'll take him to the grand final. Ratton's kick. Dean. Here's another one for Pearce. He's got it.
They hit us with everything, I think, early in the game, and we stood up to it very well, and particularly like to thank Dennis Pagan for his comments early in the week. They were very helpful.
Well, you know, being an old coach myself, you never give the opposition any ammunition to use, do you?
No, never. And I thought our boys went right at it and very hard. We lost Fraser Brown early, which was made it tougher. Dean, and then at the end Williams. So our boys had to do a job which probably wasn't in the original plan with the injuries we got.
If all you North Melbourne supporters want to know what's going on in football, watch Football Record Video.
Brings it to centre half forward, a long line, good kick. Oh,
what a play! 2 times best and fairest winner Paul Kelly from the Sydney Swans was a very deserving winner of the Brownlow medal, even though it took him by surprise.
Sydney P. Kelly, 2 votes. Sydney A. Dunkley, 3 votes. I declare Paul Kelly the 1995 Brownlow medal winner. Cheers for the 1995 Brownlow medalist, Paul Kelly. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! To Paul Kelly.
Paul, Tony Lockett's with us in Sydney. Plugger who won in 1987. Plugger, would you like to say something to your captain?
Hey, Plug. How you going, Phil? All right, mate. You little bloody ripper, mate. You little ripper. I'm very surprised. I am very surprised. To be up there, come around 18 or 19, because I thought I had not a bad last 3 or 4 weeks, but to be up there in the running, come that late, it was very surprising, and I honestly can't believe this is happening to me.
Inside 50, Salmon territory. Oh, Kelly up over the top. Can he play this kick from Wagga Wagga Tigers?
Once I made the move from Wagga to Sydney, there was certainly a very strong dream of mine, and it's one I thought would never come true, but you know, tonight's probably proved me wrong.
For that kick when he centred the ball poorly to Yuskes, and Kelly from behind juggles the mark. I just reckon he's one of the best players in the competition.
Paul is just one of those players that gives his heart and soul week in, week out. He's an example for everybody of just how you play football.
Bobby Skilton's been a good mate of mine, you know, ever since I took on his jumper, and he's often said to me that he's, you know, he doesn't mind me wearing it, and you know, it's something special for me to win a Brownlow with number 14 on, for sure.
Yeah, how will the umpire see that? He ducked the head. That's good umpiring to call play on. Well played by Kelly. He burst through the pack, still going Kelly. On the left boot. He deserves a goal here. That is magnificent football by Paul Kelly.
I've certainly got my disadvantages. You know, I'm not the most skillful player running around, that's for sure, but I do pride myself on you know, giving 100%, not only for myself but for my team, and you know, that's the thing that gets me through. I think I can work on those other things, but you know, I think they're having a red hot dip sort of built in. So if I can work on the other things, you know, I may be a bit better for Sydney. It's a highlight of my football career, and you know, it's very unexpected, and I can't believe it's happening.
It's all gone though for them now. Nicholson gives it away towards Rowan Smith. Rowan Smith with a penetrating kick to Osborne, who takes a screamer.
Carlton turned it over. Merritt is goalless. It goes down in his direction. He's in front, Voss. Oh, what a great mark. Gets by Koutoufides, moves it towards the wing. Bartlett again. Kicks towards half forward, honouring the lead from McAdam. Oh, brilliant mark. Yes. Superb.
Come off the ground, looking badly. Tipper told us about Young early on. So O'Connor leaving it. Oh, danger here. Knights, what a quarter of footy he's playing. Hasn't he turned it on?
He wants Ablett. He's got it. Oh!
And Rick is the target, I think. He's going out in that direction. Oh, good grab, though, by Archer.
Pickering too far out to score. 70 metres out on the boundary. A centering kick wide. Oh, Billy! Brownless opening up like he finished this game last year.
Oh, that best part of it.
Tanner keeps the ball in play. Back towards Buffon. Oh, what a mark! What a mark from Billy Brownless. On centre wing to Kim Costa. Tanner almost runs him down. Kicks in towards the pocket. There's no one there. Oh, what a catch!
Okay. Bartlett. Very good last term from him. Champion. Inside the 50. Merritt! Oh! That's not a bad way to call it a career. Oh, right over the top. Roger.
Hi, I'm Jim Steins from the Melbourne Football Club. Keep watching Football Record Video for all your exciting highlights of this year's football action.
Well, Road.
He's going for him now, Dennis.
Well, not quite
Finally.
the time. A pack all around him. Steins over the top. Terrific grab.
And now we move into the finals, 8th through to 5th position. And it was the Brisbane Bears who finished 8th as a result of a good summer recruiting campaign where they netted Andy Gowers and Rossi Lyon. But the next 15 weeks, which included a groundbreaking 2-week trip to Perth for the Fremantle West Coast Double, could only produce 4 wins. The side had been ravaged by injury during this time, with Lynch and Lyon managing only 3 games between them and Craig Lambert struggling to overcome a broken leg. Robert Walls announced that he would retire from the coaching position at the end of the year, which seemed to stimulate the season highlight, the unexpected recovery from 7 goals down at three-quarter time to overhaul Hawthorn in round 16 at the Gabba. This effort became the catalyst to 6 wins from the remaining 7 games, including stirring victories at the Gabba against Richmond, Essendon and Melbourne, and a place in the AFL finals for the first time. The national competition, Queensland football and the Brisbane Bears came of age with a tremendous final effort against the top side Carlton and have much to look forward to in 1996. Even though Footscray had made the finals in 1994, not many had tipped them to make it back-to-back in 95. The season opened with 2 great wins, but then Carlton and Stephen Kernahan brought the Bulldogs back with a thud, inflicting a 98-point loss. A shock loss to St Kilda contributed to a 6-game losing stretch through May and into June. Frank discussions led by coach Alan Joyce over the State of Origin weekend, and enhanced by the return to form of captain and #1 ruckman Scott Wine, stirred a run of 5 wins and a draw, including a memorable win over the West Coast Eagles in Perth. The roller coaster ride towards the finals included a breakthrough win at Cardinia Park, consolidating a finals berth. But try as he may, Joyce could not sweep under the carpet the poor last round performance against St Kilda, and Footscray fell to Geelong in the first week of the finals by 77 points. The consistency of 3 wins to open the season couldn't be maintained this year by the West Coast Eagles. Injuries to premiership players Michael Brennan, Tony Evans, Brett Heady and Chris Mainwaring did not allow coach Mick Malthouse to settle his lineup. Heavy losses to Richmond, Geelong and North Melbourne set back plans for back-to-back premierships for the Eagles. A 1-point loss to Carlton in round 21 in the match of the season re-emphasised the lack of goal-scoring power was the Eagles' greatest deficiency. 2 finals losses to Essendon and North Melbourne was an abrupt finish to the season. But you can already see the nucleus of the 1996 side forming in the young players like Jason Ball, Fraser Geary, Braden Lyle and Paul Simmons. The pre-season question mark on Michael Long's comeback after missing the entire 1994 season was certainly answered in round 1 in a best-on-ground performance against Fitzroy. This set Essendon on its way to second spot on the ladder after 9 games. In this period, a classic Anzac Day draw with Collingwood in front of 95,000 people and an emotional 18-point victory over the West Coast Eagles were the highlights. The season lowlight came in round 11 when Darren Buick severely damaged his knee, and his absence robbed Kevin Sheedy of valuable pace in the quest for another flag. Captain Bomber Thompson played his 200th game. The 2 losses in the last 2 rounds saw Essendon slide from 2nd to 4th and eventually out of the premiership race at the hands of Sheedy's original club, Richmond. Youngsters Matthew Lloyd and Sean Lufat made most promising debuts through the season and certainly will be exciting players for the future.
Grand final week dominates life in Melbourne. The AFL sensation, the grand final parade, and finally the grand final. Let's have a look at all the hype that surrounds the big week in Melbourne.
Starts it straight, finishes straight, and finishes with a goal. Watch this kick. Still inside the centre square. Watch this. Kicks it to centre half forward. Still inside the centre square. Kicking the goal. Still inside the centre square. Watch this kick. Watch this kick.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rose the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Down came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up jumped the swagman and sprang into the billabong. You never catch me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Everybody, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Interesting, Liam Pickering's gone on to Greg Williams. It's been a centre bounce.
Brad Pearce, only a youngster in his 27th game. There'll be nerves aplenty there, there'll be tension, there'll be excitement. And here we go as the first bounce is underway. It's won by Madden, belted by Clappe, down towards the half-forward line. Rice got cleaned up.
Free kick to Justin Madden back at the centre.
So it will come all the way back to big Justin. Carlton kicking to the left of screen. Madden in his 311th game is going to kick down towards his opposing ruckman who got a push. And Barnes will take it on halfback. As Malcolm mentioned, the two key players in this game. He comes across the ground to Liam Pickering. Pickering's had a very consistent year. Mensch caught one high. He'll take it on centre wing from Peter Dean. So for the first time in this game, the Cats will go into their attacking zone. Down towards Brownless, down towards Ablett. Up towards the 50 they go. Brownless was the target. Williams looking for his first touch. He got one high from Lee Colbert. And it will come back.
You know, that's unbelievable. There's been 2 or 3 free kicks already given. Williams flattened absolutely categorically, and nothing happens from the umpire. Quite blatant. This is Sexton with the football. He kicks towards centre-half forward for the Blues. The ball hits the front. Brown, hand pass. Couch, very productive, but that hand pass a little bit too far. Down goes another Carlton player. In comes Hannah. Hand pass to Ratton. Ratton's kick to the far half forward. Knocked out of the way and taken away by McGrath. Strong football by the Geelong halfback. His kick is a little ordinary. It's bouncing awkward for Tudor. Through goes Sexton. Down goes Hocking. Some good crunching by both sides, particularly by the Cats. Hannah tackled by Hocking. And again, is that dropping the ball? Yes. No, it's a free kick to Hannah. And it's between halfback and centre wing.
Is Gary Hocking fired up?
Well, they should all be fired up, Sandy. This is a grand final. There's no prizes for second in this game. Tim McGrath tries to take the ball in front of himself. This is Scholl for the Cats. He's tackled by Clappe. The ball hits the ground. In goes Pickering. Back to McGrath. Still the pressure applied. Bradley the first chance to score. Bradley shot for goal. It's the first goal of the grand final to the Blues.
It's been put away. Hannah. Big Bill. The only flyer on the outer side. Ratton's screaming for it, so too is Spalding. He elects to go a more direct route to goal to Kernahan, who gave a shove. And the umpire said, no, Sticks. You can't do that.
Yeah, interesting call from Darren Goldsmith as we watch it. Kernahan just nudges him with his elbow, shoulder. Fantastic. Great play within 5 metres. Bit harsh on Stephen Kernahan.
Graham from the back pocket. Barnes flying from behind. Hannah is there to tidy up for Carlton. He's got time to have a look down to the Kernahan area again. Again, he almost gives a nudge. Williams is there. Well done. Kernahan off the ground. Carlton are away again.
Geelong get the ball up towards their half-forward line. Sexton running with the flight of the ball, couldn't take it. There's a chance for Ablett. Left foot snapshot by Gary Ablett. He's offline. First score for Geelong. Christou to do the kicking in. Straight down the ground. Gets it well outside 50. Contest. Oh, and there was no contest in the finish. Big Justin Madden has taken the mark. He sweeps the ball wide to left half-back. This boy kicked the ball in from the behind, and he's got it on the wing. His short kick is all right. Brown is marked. Fraser Brown, the man in question as to whether he would play. He's out there in the middle of the action. He kicked his lands with Ratton. Ratton can go to the forward pocket area. Pearce and Mansfield. Good contest. The ball spills. Spalding. Close to the line. It'll go over in front of Earl Spalding.
And just looking at Hannah, who's had 6 possessions around Lord's Nut. They've actually now changed it. Peter Riccardi's gone on to Lord. He very dangerous as we look. Kenny Sheldon, former coach of St Kilda, and now South Adelaide, looks on.
From the throw-in, still in Carlton's forward zone. Williams inside 50. The Diesel heads for home. They've got number 3. To half forward, Mackay in front. No mark paid. Couch tries to soccer off the ground. Mensch tried to storm through. Mackay went again. Ratton hassled by Brewer. Still going. Bradley forward to the middle. Madden away to Sexton. Carlton's away. In towards half forward. And a mark taken on the last line of defence by Mansfield. He gives it to Scholl. And away comes Geelong.
Scholl gets the ball to Pickering. Pickering's kick towards half forward. Barnes and Bradley. Shepherding is it now. The advantage is paid to Geelong. Hocking's kick towards full forward. Big fly by Brownless. Ball punched to the front of the pack. Chance for Ablett. Pushed by Silvani, but Ablett's kick gets the distance. Not the accuracy, just offline.
As And Christou is told by the umpire to bring the ball back in. We'll head towards Madden. Brownless over the top. Koutoufides is the first to recover from behind. Just wobbles it towards centre wing. Brown leads Clappe. Gets rid of the football very quickly. Spooned well towards Williams, who's been very, very effective in this first quarter. Ben Graham chances his arm. The youngster does well. Graham to Brownless. He's forward of the centre. Ablett will be his target. No, he elects to go wider towards Peter Riccardi. 52 metres out. And he's kicked Geelong's first. This is one of the younger brigade of Carlton who've been sensational this year. Koutoufides hasn't missed a game as Hannah has it fisted away. Pickering's at the back. Now a chance for Geelong. Liam Pickering puts them inside 50 as Hickmott comes screaming out. Can't take the football, but he's up and at it once again. So too is Tudor. Lee Tudor around his body, bending it inside 50, and David Mensch takes the mark. Ablett again is one out there with Silvani. Mensch has had a pretty good year. He's missed only one game. It's an ugly punt, but it's effective. It's the Cats' second.
Other players started to slip as they tried to chase him.
Back to 13 points the margin. Graham's kick-in is a good long one, but it's brilliantly marked by Koutoufides. He is outstanding so far in the game. Goes in short. The lead is provided by Kernahan. He can't quite get there. Going through Scholl. Hand pass. Gets it back. Brilliant smother. Spalding sets up the goal for himself. Spectacular football by Earl Spalding.
And he finds Koutoufides, who's having a marvellous game. He's got it to Rice. They're charging down the ground. Peter Dean's alone, and he's sprinting now towards left half forward, the veteran. Here's Dean, 65 metres out, passing, looking for Kernahan initially. Williams at the back, trying to sport. Oh, here's Madden. Justin is going to goal. Ten and a half minutes remaining. Koutoufides again to Christou. McGrath at the back with Scholl, but there's been some holding on. And it's going to go to Spalding. He's having a very good game. He's got Rice down on half forward. And Dean Rice hoping to complete a triumphant return with a premiership.
He is a finisher since coming back into this Carlton side. It's a terrific mark, that, isn't it? Grant Tanner doesn't do anything out of the ordinary there.
He's kicked 20 goals for the season, 2015. He's kicking from 47 metres. It's a drop punt. It's high, and it looks very, very good. Brown has it at half back. Goes wider to Mansfield. And Michael Mansfield, All-Australian player, kicks long towards centre wing. Barnes was in front, but it's fisted clear. Koutoufides waiting down in front. Gives it to Christou, who pumps it long and high. To Kernahan again. 1-2 grabs to Sticks.
If you're going to play from behind Stephen Kernahan all day, there will be a time that he'll outmark you. Because he does jump honestly. Ben Graham doesn't do a lot wrong. Can't get at it. And he just got off the ground enough.
Kernahan for his second. It looks good. Carlton love it.
He's had 9 possessions, Brownie.
Handley again in front. Spalding at the back. Ratton hurriedly. Rice chases. Almost gave away a free kick to Mansfield for holding. Kernahan plays on. He bends it back to Sticks, and he's got his third.
Away goes Brown. He's whacked in the face, but in true style, he went straight after it and kicked it to Colbert. Colbert's on the wing. He goes short and finds Pickering. Pickering able to size it up, then kicks towards half forward. The ball to the back of the pack. Chance here for Brewer. Hasn't had much of the football. Little kick. Manton gets his right foot to it, and McKay again goes for the line. Silvani, hand pass down the line. This is Gary Hockey. Little kick in towards the middle. Barnes to Brownless. What can they manufacture? Couch must get this if Geelong are to be a chance. And Couchy dobs it from 35.
Let's see what they can do from the centre. Carlton rip it away. Down towards half forward. It came from Ratton. And there's going to be a free kick to Pearce. 45 out directly in front.
Kenny Hinkley on the ground up forward, and Tim McGrath's got back on Rice,
who kicked one in the first quarter. Hoping to answer the Couch goal. He kicks from 47 metres. He kicks truly. Carlton have the answers at the moment. To Brownless. The Cats had loved one before the siren sounds. Pickering almost caught by McKay. Gets his kick towards Ablett and Silvani. Ablett in front but couldn't take it. Dean again defends as if his life depended upon it. And we'll have a throw-in.
Watch it. Just seconds left.
One-on-one defence. Fantastic from Carlton.
Throw in again. Barnes, Madden, Mensch and Dean just floating into the pack. Madden got it to Williams. Pressure on Koutafidis, who's been sensational. Christou, also excellent as the siren sounds. He gets ridden into the ground. Careful, Billy. Still a half of football to go. And the last thing we want is a melee, but that looks as though it's what we've got. They're coming from everywhere on the outer side in front of the southern stand.
The Blues would do well to get out of this, I think. They've got nothing to gain, I don't think.
Absolutely ridiculous. Well, neither side's got anything to gain.
Well, Geelong maybe, because they trail so dramatically. 3-10 to 10 goals, 8. They can just stir the Blues up a little bit, Sandy, give them something to think about. Carlton have got to get out of there, take a couple of minutes to settle down, and then they've got another half of football. I mean, they could go through and win this game quite sensationally. Yeah. But if they fall for that crap...
Quite true. Right. The umpire, Peter Carey, was there just having a bit of a chat to Brownless.
Well, it's wonderful to be here today on this very special occasion. And I'm particularly proud to be introducing the Halftime Spectacular because it celebrates our Australian film centenary. I'd also like to take this opportunity to wish the Australian Football League all the very best on the eve of their own centenary, which is next year. Well, Australian films have achieved international recognition and a status of which each and every Australian can be extremely proud.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being fooled, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, in the whisper of the trees. Love is in the air, in the thunder of the sea.
second half, Carlton by 40 points. And once they get their noses in front, they're a very hard nut to crack.
Free kick already.
Out of the centre.
Lee Colbert.
Williams to take it. And that's why. So Williams floats one down towards the 50. Mansfield defends for the Cats. Imperative they get the first couple to try and get back into this game. Riccardi floats it over the top to Pickering, who's got a bit of time. He chips up towards half forward. Hickmott on the last line. Colbert there as well. Peter Dean with him over the line.
Gee, they've made a lot of changes, Geelong. Colbert's now gone into the middle onto Williams. Brewer's gone on to Koutoufides. Lord's back on the ground onto Ratton, and Mansfield's been brought out the half-back flank onto Rice.
Mensch starting on the bench. Good smother. And again, a couple of smothers in the first half were an absolute feature. None better than Spalding's. Here's Riccardi, the lightning left footer. In towards full forward to Brownless. Off the ground, belly into the post.
Pretty smart thinking, really.
As Robbo said, Riccardi in deep trouble. He's going to be leaving the ground with a hamstring. Mansfield's kicked to half forward. Barnes edged out. Koutoufides. Oh, but he's smothered again. Peter Dean, sensational play, and away comes the veteran defender. He charges forward. Riccardi lips off the ground, and Williams takes the mark on 50.
Oh, Kernahan by himself. He's there for half an hour.
Williams goes back now from 55. He's still there anyway. 10 metres in the clear.
Tragedy for Peter Riccardi, but great play from Peter Dean. Peter Dean just sensational with that try to that chip from Barnes. Keep your eye on the footy, angle your hands, and Carlton are the best in the league at it. Must have been this year to get into this situation.
He's kicked 3 in the first half, 2 of those in the second quarter. There's another one to the Blues.
Hannah may be there to mop it up. Bradley, hand pass, well done. Ratton off that right foot, kicks into the pocket. Pearce gets rid of his opponent. Gee whiz, if Geelong watch this go sailing through, there'll be some ordinary looks on their faces, but it's a poor kick by Pearce. And registers just a behind.
Yes,
2 goals, 2.
Dean now on Pickering.
Let's go down to the boundary line. Peter Riccardi, Dipper, has he gone?
Yeah, he's gone. Sandy boys have called it right hamstring injury. The doctors are trying to work on him, but I don't think we'll get him back on the ground.
Oh, tragedy for Riccardi.
Kernan's too close, isn't he?
Hanley is beaten by Williams. And Greg Williams.
I saw this in last year's grand final, just before half-time. 2 short kicks and pinched off by the Eagles players, and now the long kicking Ben Graham has had one pinched by Greg Williams.
45-degree angle, 40 metres out. And Diesel goals! 2 goals to Greg Williams.
Boundary throw in, centre wing, Madden and Barnes. Madden tried to get it down to Ratton. Ratton in underneath. Can't get the ball clear. Couches kick. Smothered by Dean again. Clappe, short one. Dean's on it. Can he kick a goal? Peter Dean. He's dumped after he kicked the football. It may go through. It's marked by Williams. He's going to get the goal anyway. Greg Williams has got it for the Blues.
Carlton will be hoping to celebrate Greg Williams' birthday tonight with a few if they continue in this vein.
Clappe gathers the football, had a second go at it. Got it back to Pearce. Pearce from the left foot, usually pretty good. Towards full forward, Madden was in the action. The ball spills. Camporelli! Snapshot by Camporelli, it's home! Camporelli kicks his first goal. The Blues get their 14th. Short kick marked by Sexton. It's a pity that you have to talk like this and we've still got minutes left in the third term, but they're just playing so ordinary football, Geelong. The kick forward by Mansfield, drops at the feet of Ablett. Ablett's left foot snapshot, smothered off the boot. It goes to Brownless, he's in the square. He must kick a goal for Geelong, and he does. But the bounce all important, it goes back Carlton's way. Barnes gets it wide. Williams beaten for it by Tudor. Tudor across half-back. The hand pass just sits for Tanner. Tanner goes to Tudor again. He was instrumental in that passage of play. In goes McKay. Can he get past Couch? He goes after it again. Desperate stuff by McKay. That has been the trademark of the Carlton performance. Bradley's kick. Williams there. Right in front. 20 metres out. And Greg Williams for, I would say, half a fleeting second maybe thought of the hand pass to Kernahan.
And I think that's the difference of the two sides. That kicking mainly into the forward line. The best two kicks in Geelong are Hocking and Couch, and they just haven't got enough of the footy in that environment.
Williams to kick his 4th goal, and he's successful.
As we go back into the centre, Brown towards half forward, Carlton into attack again. Paul Brown defends. He's ripped off the football, however. They're still charging at it. Spalding and Williams both down there. Look at Earl Spalding. Here comes Williams. He's got 4. Goes underground with the hand pass. Gives it away towards Hogg, who's back on the ground. Camporelli couldn't take it. Williams again. He gives it to Pearce. Onto the right boot goes Brad Pearce. Oh, this is another nail in the Geelong coffin.
Could go for Kernahan. Kernahan at full forward, in front, couldn't take the mark. Tries to flip the ball clear, only as far as Gary Hocking. His hand pass, finds Hinkley. Hinkley goes down the ground. The floating ball clears the pack. Brewer goes in from 40 metres. Straight in front goes Brewer, and he's put it through for Geelong's 5th goal. But still, the game has got a little bit to go. Barnes, left foot kick, not bad, finds Handley. Handley in the middle of the ground, hooks his kick wide. The ball sits at the feet there of Mansfield. He does well in the finish, gathers and kicks with his right foot to half forward, and the mark is taken by Pickering. Pickering is only about 30 metres out directly in front. He's been quite productive for the Cats, 14 and 7. He kicks for goal, and he has put it through.
Sadly, out of bounds on the full.
Geelong get the ball back towards the half-back area. Tanner has taken the mark, gets the hand pass to Hinkley. Hinkley back to Tanner. Tanner goes down the wing. No one home for Geelong, and Bradley marks from behind Hocking. And you would think that Bradley has probably had the better of that duel. Gary Hocking with 13 possessions. Bradley with 16 plus a goal. Bradley gets a 50-metre penalty. Hocking rather... He has been a terrific player, over 200 games, hasn't missed many in his entire career, and that kick is a goal. So well done to Craig Bradley.
He can come wide to Silvani, who in turn has players streaming down the ground alone. Sexton's alone, Camporelli's alone. The pair will combine. Defence charges into attack. The pass goes down towards full forward. Kernahan will give it to Williams. He blazes into goal and he kicks it. Goal number 5 for Diesel Williams.
And Ben Graham kicks it to himself and runs away from the square.
71 points the margin. McKay couldn't take it, but good work by Clappe to Hogg. It's a high kick into half forward. The pack's there. Ratton first to it, he was held. The umpire calls play on. So they go again. Spalding pops it over the top. They've got the numbers everywhere. Williams again steps one into full forward. Kernahan will shoot for number 5. Williams already has 5, and he's given a few away.
Great play here. Great pressure again from the Carlton players. Great sharing of the footy. And Williams already got 5, but still thinks team and gives it to the skipper.
And he now has joined him with 5 goals.
10 minutes to go in a grand final, you lead by 10 goals.
And a bit more.
Yes, look at Koutoufides. He started in a blaze of glory and he's going to finish in a blaze of glory. He finds Pearce on 50. What an outfit this Carlton unit is. From 52 metres. Look at the kick from Pearce. They're rocketing home now. Now it's Carlton Williams could be the target. Ablett is with him. The two champs. Silvani in for the assist. Silvani will give it to Williams. He does. Over the top he goes to Whitehead. Whitehead from 35. Finishes it off with a goal. But Bradley, with two in the game so far, one of those kicked earlier in this quarter. 45-degree angle, 35 metres out. Starts it right, it stays right, and one behind is the end result.
Yes, Craig Bradley. It's a wonderful day on Gary Hocking. Here we go. Barnsley gets the big jump and almost hangs onto it and just fell awkwardly.
The kick in has been taken by McGrath. McGrath goes in towards half-back. Pickering gets it to Tanner. Tanner goes short and Lord misses it. Mansfield it was. McKay to Spalding. Spalding's got plenty of time. Gives away ground to Silvani. Silvani shares it with Whitehead. Whitehead can go to Brown. Brown's on his own. 65 metres from goal. Goes in towards the pocket. Kernahan knocked away by Graham for a boundary throw in about 40 metres around from the Carlton goal. So a little bit of a dust-up behind play between Spalding and Mansfield. Michael Mansfield not happy with that little elbow. Geelong try to clear from half-back. Brown, handball in towards half-forward. Spalding tries to crash his way through his court and will be penalised. Advantage is paid. Geelong come away. This is Lord from centre half-back. He's kicked towards half-forward. Pretty good. Christou gets into the action, but Hickmott takes a good mark. 50 metres from goal. Goes across the half-forward line where Lord has provided the target. Lord is not that much closer. Straight in front. Goes in towards the pocket. And on his own is Handley. Too many cheers. Geelong fans very quiet now. 21 goals 15 to 7 goals 13. So the 1995 Premiership flag will sail away at Carlton. Handley, he's kicked a goal. Kicking from 20 metres. And he does the job right for Geelong. He's kicked his second.
Yeah, so Stephen Handley with 2 late goals in a game that's well over, and I would suggest they're probably they are Geelong supporters, and just a ripple of noise now. And that margin from last year was ironically 80 points against that game against the Eagles, and how well we all remember that. And it's the same again, and with that lead up and build up, you would have thought there might have been something better from Geelong today.
80 points the margin. 21-15 plays 8-13 with under 4 minutes remaining. Tirelessly, Madden goes at it again. This time his opponent was Mensch. Bradley tries to soccer off the ground and has a fresh air shot. Tanner couldn't pick it up cleanly. Neither could Whitehead. Pickering comes away up towards the half-forward line. Hannah caught behind, but fortune may favour him here. He paddles the ball along in front of Brewer. Still going. He shrugs off Brewer. He has a bounce on the spongy surface, and eventually Tudor rides him into the ground. It spills free to Brown. He is smothered. Tanner fierily asks a question, but gets very little response from the umpire. Only a bounce.
Not a bad effort by Brown. 21 possessions.
Oh, such a cloud hanging over him. He's dominated the headlines this week. Will he or won't he? Here's Lord from Tanner. Aaron Lord step passes in towards Brownless. It's too far for the boy from Jerilderie. He may get another attempt. No, it'll go towards Pickering. In towards the square. Handley. Oh, he could have had a shot. Instead, he gives it to Lord, and it's one behind. Unbelievable.
Yes, well, an interesting play, isn't it, when you're in the edge of the goal square. Just wonderful play from Silvani.
That was amazing, wasn't it? Carlton get the ball out towards the wing. Colbert, clap A. Now Gary Hocking. Gary Hocking's little left foot kick is not far enough. Koutoufides is there. Another possession of that player. Shares it with Dean. Dean That's a rare mistake by Peter Dean. The kick marked at half-back. This is Ablett. Ablett into the centre of the ground. Lord to Tudor. Tudor goes long. Handley, surely he'll kick this. Runs in, and this time does it right. 3 goals to Stephen Handley, and he was disappointed with that last effort, but he gets Geelong's 9th goal.
There's just some chances being taken here by the Carlton defence now, and unfortunately for them, Stephen Handley left 3 times virtually alone in that goal square now, and really could have been in 4, but really has just fallen away to nothing. Whoever can use the football now will finish off with a goal or 2.
141 plays 68. Madden and Mitch. Brown for Carlton. A high kick by Fraser Brown. Well done by McKay. Knocks it forward. Spalding. In goes McKay again. Oh, McKay and Hogg, both in the last quarter, have sprayed shots at goal. And that one out of bounds on the full. Graham's kick. Short to Barnes. Barnes in the back pocket, looking for players to just split from half-back. Kicks it into that area where Lord is marked. The chant now for the Blues. Just time ticking away, 1.5 minutes left. Lord's kick into the middle of the ground. Hannah! Up high, has been paid the mark. Players at half-forward, streaming clear. Hannah goes short. Spalding couldn't take the mark. Gets back onto his left foot. And still trying, he shrugs the tackler. Too high. Play on, says the umpire. 3 Geelong players swoop on it, and they will come clear from half-back. The hand pass finishes with Tanner. Tanner goes in towards half-forward. The mark is taken by Hickmott. Hickmott to Couch. Couch towards full forward, and the mark is taken by Brownless, 45 metres from goal. Billy Brownless has kicked 1 goal. The only multiple goal scorer for Geelong is Handley, who has kicked 3. Brownless kicks for goal. It's a pretty good kick by Brownless, and he has registered a goal for Geelong.
Yes, once again, Neil Spalding at the other end of the ground, probably just trying to do some party tricks late in the game, and coughed up the footy, and it eventually ended up with some pretty good skills through the middle of the ground. Hickmott to Couch was good. Couchy hasn't done a lot of that. He hasn't got clear a lot today. He's got his touches, but never clear enough to really make Carlton pay. Great kick too there from Billy.
Inside the last minute of the 95 grand final, hocking out of the centre for the Cats. Is down to half forward with a bounce. He chips towards Brownless again, and he marks just inside 50. Brownless for his second, in front of a crowd of 93,670. Wonderful crowd. Carlton fans delirious with this result. He's got another one, but it matters not. Barry Stoneham. Oh, that sad face of one of the skippers tells the story. His wretched year is reflected by the game today.
Yes, and the brakes have gone off from Carlton now. They got insatiable there for a while, didn't they, with their appetite to really flog the game. John Elliott looks on, very, very pleased man.
I wonder if he's in a smoking area, Sandy. He wouldn't care at this stage, would he?
80 plays 141. I think not. Here's Bradley, looking to finish in a blaze of glory. He tumbles it down towards right half forward. Pearce comes steaming out. It won't worry him to see a throw in. Bradley, 15 and 5 today, and that's the calmest David Parkin has been, quite possibly for the year. It's all over for the Cats, and the celebration's about to start for Carlton. It's just sinking in. David Parkin has his 4th flag. Let's go down to the ground. Here's Dipper.
Very much, Andy. Well, Captain Kernahan, congratulations. What a fantastic season it's been for the Blues.
Yeah, it was. We showed we're one of the really good sides that have played for quite a while, and we've beat some good opposition today by 11 goals, and shows you how hard we are at the ball, I reckon.
Now, it's been a terrific year for the Blues. I mean, records upon records, and today, a one-way win.
Well, I think, you know, a bit of pressure on us all year to keep winning and keep improving, and, you know, it's probably a fairy tale to win by this much in the granny.
It's really been a year for purpose. I mean, David Parker's put a lot of pressure on the players, and you've answered tremendously.
Well, we're a committed bunch of blokes down here, and we're a good side.
Off you go, Shane, off you go. Look out, Sauce.
Yes, wonderful scenes here. What about Peter Dean? This was a mighty game.
Yeah, here, Peter. First of all, individually, congratulations on a great game, and what a fantastic team effort.
Yeah, great team effort, girls. That's what we've done all year. Lost a couple of games.
They say to win a flag, you need three things: discipline, commitment, and team spirit. It was all there.
Yeah, we had it this year. We just had a great focus this year. All the young blokes, all the old blokes, just went to the basic football things. That's all. This is bloody basic game footy.
Now, you had a tough one last week. There was a minor doubt about you. Were you confident that you felt okay?
The old-fashioned rule, girls. Nothing above the shoulders hurts, mate.
Well done, Peter. Enjoy yourself. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, good on you, Curls, and I'm sure that Peter Dean will most assuredly enjoy himself. A veteran of 207 games. Back to Dipper with one of the youngsters,
yes,
Brad
thanks very much, Sandy. One of the youngsters, well, 1 year at Carlton, had a terrific season of full forward and a premiership up your belt.
Oh, dream come true, Dipper. This is great, fantastic. This is what football's all about. This is my life. It's all those boys' life. Let's get into it. Get on it.
Now, as a young fella, I mean, it is a dream come true to play in the premiership.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable feeling, you know. I was a Hawthorn supporter when I was young, and I used to watch you out there, Dipper.
Good on you.
Mate, this is great. I just can't believe it. It's fantastic.
Now, what? Off you go.
Thanks.
Off you go, buddy.
Yes, what a moment for Brad Pearce, a former Hawk, Dipper, and he would have loved seeing you go barnstorming down the wing. Now it is his moment and Carlton's to savour. What about Harry Madden, Robbo? He's been fantastic. Let's hear from him, Curls.
Okay, Harry, they call you Harry. You must feel great.
I do. It's very emotional, and it's been a long week, and 17 years is a long time.
Yeah, you got a little nick above the head there, but gee, were they worth it to win a grand final?
Yeah, that's right. Apparently, the ones above the shoulders don't hurt too much. So.
I was watching it three-quarter time. You were really pumped up trying to get the boys for that one last final quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I thought after that first quarter we always had it, but you can never be sure. And we just learned to rev them up a bit.
I said to Peter, take three things: a lot of discipline, a lot of commitment, and a tremendous amount of team spirit.
Oh yeah, the team have been a fantastic side this year. They're a fantastic bunch of guys, and I don't mean that because we won. I mean that because they really are guys of fantastic character, and that's why we were able to have a record like we did with the home and away games and perform the way we did today.
Your movement with firstly Bradley and also Williams, you boys, do you practice it much?
No, we don't actually.
So it's just a gift.
Absolutely.
You enjoy yourself, son. Well done. Back to you, Sandy.
Don't worry, he'll enjoy himself, Curls. Justin Madden. Well, he cried a couple of years ago. He almost cried with joy today. Once again, down to Dipper.
Yeah, Sandy, well, Fraser Brown's been a long week for you. Some of us thought you maybe not played today, but you feel it.
There's a time there when I thought I'd pull out, but I just grinned and bear it. I thank the guys down at the Hyperbaric. They asked me to say something to them, Fiona and the guys. But fantastic team effort, and I'm just wrapped. I made the right decision to play, and it'll be sore later, but who cares?
And the pressure on you during the week, David Parkin gave you every opportunity to play.
He put the ball in my court, I suppose, so it was up to me whether I could do it, and it pulled up well, so I'm happy.
Now, Brandon, you smell a bit of champagne. Have you been drinking or what?
They've cracked one already. Won't be long before it's in my guts.
Good on you, mate. Enjoy it.
Yes, they'll have celebrations tonight, and bitter disappointment for Geelong. They are staying out on the ground for the presentation. That's coming your way now, and here is 7 Sports, Craig Willis.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you now welcome another former champion and Collingwood football premiership player, the great Bob Rose, to present the Norm Smith Medal to the player judged best of field in the 1995 Grand Final. Ladies and gentlemen, by unanimous vote, the birthday boy who celebrates his 32nd birthday today, Greg Williams. to invite Stephen Kernahan to take his team on a lap of honour of the MCG as the 1995 Coca-Cola AFL Premiers.
You can never be too confident, but halfway through that last, I think most people are thinking, we have to win this now, there's no chance we can lose. So.
Fantastic. We've worked pretty hard for this, and the boys have done a terrific job, and I'm sure the next week or so it'll sink in.
I thought we couldn't have done any more in the lead up to the games, and I really felt we got away to a bit of a slow start out there today, even though it was only a couple of goals of difference at quarter time. But really, they just used the ball well, they hunted in numbers, and we couldn't get our running flow-on style of game played. And what they did was they just held us up, and of course we then just tend to kick to a line rather than running through the line, and then it made them fairly, I suppose, mobile to then run off us, and also to set their running game up.
There was Law, quickly. Dev touch into the path of Brewer. He's looking very dangerous. He likes his socket as Brewer. Ran into it
one.
off the ground. It's a goal. Hickley's got it.
Goes to the phone. Ruck contest in the pocket. Taken out of the air by Charles, is it? No, it's Turner.
Tudor was watching the ball. Technically perhaps a kick. Charles lost it. Brewer again off the ground. Barnes, Ablett in front. Riccardi gets the goal. His first kick.
To one goal. Knights from the centre with one bounce. Takes O'Connor on. Could he squeeze another one? Let's go. He's close. He's got it. Sensational.
That's his opponent, Denham. He's kicking towards the centre. The mark is taken by Mercury. Mercury is behind the centre. His kick will go forward. And no, not taken there by Alessio. Gaffey just a little slow there. Now Denham finds a path and weaves his way through. Denham from 50, kicks long, it's covered and gone through for Essendon's third goal. Handball away, the ball is bouncing awkwardly. Pryor is there for Essendon. His left foot kick is a tumbler and lands on the chest of Rogers, but not paid. Bond, Matthew Knights, go Matthew Knights, say the Tigers fans. Can he kick a goal? Matthew Knights, it's there. The Tigers have got there first.
Bounce, centre half forward. White comes over the top, wings it out wide. Hart taps it in the path of McAdam. Oh, he's got skill. He really has got some skill, this lad. And kicks a brilliant goal, I think. Crowd behind's happy. Oh, so are the Bears.
Campbell over the back pocket. Campbell, Miranda, Doesn't go far. Well, good snap. Great snap by Daffy. It's a goal.
Centering kick. Past Tudor it goes just as well. Into the lap of Lord. Brewer. Still Brewer. And goal. Grant got back there. Did he touch it? A goal by Brewer.
In today's football, you really have to do as much as you can to keep hold of it. Struggle for possession around the middle of the ground. Gale, now Matthew Knights. Every time Richmond look as though they need something as a lifter, it's Knights. Can he kick his fourth, third goal? He gets inside, well inside 50. This will bring the house down if you don't mind, umpire. It's a goal to Matthew Knights. That is just absolutely what football's all about. You'd go millions of miles to watch that sort of stuff.
And now we look at the top four sides. A night premiership victory in the pre-season competition, 2 wins in the first 2 rounds certainly indicated that the Kangaroos were ready to take the next leap forward in 1995. But consecutive losses soured the party atmosphere and coach Dennis Pagan was ruining the premiership win. The recovery came on the back of inspirational captain Wayne Carey. 8 wins from the next 9 games lifted North to 4th position on the ladder. But again they slipped, this time through the noted absence of key defender Mickey Martin. And it took a Wayne Schwass-inspired victory over West Coast Eagles to consolidate a finals berth. 2 finals wins led to a second consecutive preliminary final appearance, this time against Carlton. A 62-point loss has placed the next leap forward on hold for the young Kangaroos into 1996. And at the beginning of the season, no one could have imagined what was about to unfold for the Tiger supporters. Coach John Northey and his young team took all before them in 1995, winning 7 straight games to open the season, including an emphatic 49-point win over North Melbourne in the historic Monday night clash at the MCG. Richmond were to stay in the top 4 for the remainder of the year, including being top of the table for the entire month of June. After 6 months, 15 wins and a draw out of 22 games, the young Tigers staged yet another fighting victory, this time over Essendon in the first semi-final. Through Chris Naish and Nick Daffy, the goal kickers, Wayne Campbell, Matthew Knights and Paul Broderick in the midfield, and a defence led by Duncan Callaway, Jamie Tape and Scott Turner, the Tigers refused to lie down. Unfortunately, the trademark Tiger tenacity eluded the team the next week in the preliminary final against Geelong, but not before they had given so much pleasure to so many supporters. Football fans were unsure how Geelong would perform in 1995 under new coach Gary Ayres. Many predicted a slide down the ladder, but in actual fact, how wrong were they? But Gary Ayres took all before him in his new role as coach, and in an unprecedented move appointed 3 co-captains, Ablett, Hinkley and Stoneham, when Gary Hocking elected to step down. 9 wins from the first 11 games included emphatic wins over Richmond and North Melbourne. Geelong's strength continued to revolve around its centre-bounce structure. Barnes, Couch, Hocking and the emergence of Pickering, Lord and Colbert provided added versatility. A solid defence led by Tim McGrath unearthed fine young talent in Scholl and Graham, while Brownless, Brewer, Riccardi and of course Gary Ablett provided an array of goal-scoring power. Nothing short of a premiership was going to satisfy the high expectation of Carlton supporters this year, and their players did not let them down. The Blues produced an unrivalled feat of winning 20 home and away games out of the possible 22. Their only losses being to Sydney and St Kilda in rounds 8 and 9. The addition of rookie Scott Camperelli, along with Matt Clappe from the West Coast Eagles, and the emergence of Brad Pearce as a regular goal kicker provided the Blues with the pace it so desperately needed. Controversy again plagued Greg Williams with racial abuse and disputing an umpire's decision, but all was put behind them as 10 players played all 22 home and away games, and Bradley, Madden, Christou and Koutoufides being the cornerstones of a great team.
Starts straight, finishes straight and finishes with a goal.